Alright, everyone's tidying up. There's Dan washing his attractive hand model hands. Came back from the East Coast funeral excursion. These guys worked for 2 days, and I came back to a pretty good situation. One thing is they cleaned up 30 yards of garbage, which is nice. This was all giant garbage field. And then in one day, we've already collected that much new garbage. They stripped all the forms. Now you can see the beautiful new stem wall. And they framed in the wooden rim above the stem wall. There's some plastic, but you get the idea. Concrete stem wall all the way around. The beautiful thing about the stem wall is now at no point is the dirt, otherwise known as the grade, within 8 inches of the wood. So no matter what, this wood to concrete intersection is always more than 8 inches above the dirt on the outside. And that's all the difference with termites and moisture and whatnot. So it all came out really good. There's no rat holes. Rat holes being holes in the concrete. Looks nice. In here, this is what we're looking at now. That's where the forms were. Now it's all concrete. We framed in the wall, framed in the back wall, a couple more hold downs. Pairs of hold downs go everywhere. And this is kind of interesting. In here, we've started to remove some of the cribs, and oddly enough, we had to put this temporary shoring beam in, just because we just needed to do that to get this steel beam out. And that steel beam was sitting on this crib, so that crib no longer has anything on it. This crib has been removed, and the form's been stripped. That was under the kitchen. As we walk around, you can see that we placed this shoring post, which is going to hold up the glue lam that was always here, and we removed the load off of this crib. So this one's free to go. Back here, we put in a post here, and we tried jacking that glue lam up, but it's so heavy our 8-ton jack couldn't even budge it, so we're going to have to wait for the other fellas. We put a post in over here, and we were able to remove the load off of this crib, so that one's gone. And we just have a few more in the backfield there, and all of these have too much load for my puny little jack. But on Friday, the house movers come, and all of them are going to be gone, and it's going to be nice and open in here, and it's going to be a much better place to work. Oh, if anyone was wondering if we just make this stuff up as we go along, the answer is no. And proof of that is this plan, which anyway, it's the blueprint, and you're really not going to be able to see much, but this is the thing we follow: directions and individual drawings for each wall detail. So, in case anyone was wondering, we don't just make this stuff up as we go along. The engineer's pretty specific about what he wants, and we have to do it. And then the thing that I'm most happy about, not him,
forgot my cigarettes.
He forgot his cigarettes. What I'm most happy about is, while I was gone, Dan continued this furring on the back wall, and he added the furring all the way up to the top, and you can see those pieces are almost 7 inches wide at the top, or 6, or what were they?
7.
Yeah, 6 3/4. And if we look at it from out here, you can see that sliver added on the top. It's actually 6 3/4 wide at the top, down to 0 on the bottom, and now this wall is just straight and plumb and true as a bell. And that's just the last of the stem wall. And oh, here's that little section I was talking about where I added the block in there, and it came out pretty good. All right, that's 6 minutes of torture. See you on the next one. There they go.